We had technical difficulties. All right. Yeah, episode, what is it? 14?
14? Yeah. I believe that's what we're on.
Yeah, kick it off.
All right, so this is Figured Out, episode 14. Me and Duels talking about different mother figure experiences that we've had in celebration of Mother's Day. Granted, this won't be coming out on Mother's Day because today is Mother's Day, and this will be coming out a week or two from now. But we still want to show appreciation. So here we are talking about mothers. Yeah, so I'm in the garage today. This is where we do our workouts, and this is where we do our art.
Hey, check that.
Yeah, make our own paintings and shit in here. Got a bunch of them.
Dude, that's what's up right there.
Yeah, it's kind of a hobby of ours. Do it for fun. We get all drunk and make crazy paintings.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let loose with it.
I mean, I don't know, something about the mix of alcohol and weed just brings that.
Oh, goodness. Here we go. All right, yes.
Like for me, not to start off on a downer, but I lost my mom when I was 12, and so I've had to find mother figures in other ways. I have my stepmom. She was cool, but I'd say the closest mother figure is probably my friend's mom. I grew up with twin brothers. We all knew each other since we were 4 years old. And their mom was kind of a mother figure to me. And so, I thought we'd tell some stories.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for me, I was always, kind of a latchkey kid. I mean, I'm all female bred, from my mom to my nana to, just caretakers that were women. And really, my older sisters really helped raise me a lot. Like, I was always out with them, I was with, my nana out on the East Coast or my big sister up north. Yeah, and so, you know how it goes. We all come from a woman, and so there's no mankind without woman. It's the whole evolution of the thing. What's a story that you'd like to kick off to share about?
I don't know. I guess a good one. Like I said, growing up with my friend's mom as a parental figure, she was an alcoholic for the longest time. We knew her, like growing up, she would drink vodka every time she came home, and at one point, it got to the point where she flipped out really drunk, and my friends, they moved out of her house and went and moved in with her dad. And at that point, she realized how bad her alcoholism was affecting her life, and she completely quit from that day on. She has not drank since that day.
After the kids left.
Yeah, that's how important her kids were to her, was that she completely quit drinking alcohol because of that whole incident. So I think that's kind of special right there. That's pretty strong. Like, because I consider myself an alcoholic, but I don't see myself quitting anytime soon. I'm gonna keep drinking, but she
Yeah.
quit. So, like I can really
And then
appreciate
if you had
how
some
hard that
kids,
is.
you may have a change of heart, eh?
Maybe. Yeah, if I flip out on my kid and get out of line and realize how bad my alcoholism is affecting the people around me, yeah, I might quit. But as of right now, I feel like, like I don't drink all day every day. I consider myself a high functioning alcoholic. Like this week,
Right.
this week I did almost 60 hours worth of or over 60 hours worth of work, almost 70 hours worth of work, and I rode my bike to both my jobs to make that shit happen. All
Well,
and
you
at the end of the day, I had a drink every time. But
yeah,
I don't
because you
let.
have that other thing to keep you going too, though. If you didn't have a job, if you were just like sitting at home, like with no work, things could get really bad really quick.
Well, yeah, then alcohol has to be one of the things that gets cut out first.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Exactly. Well, no, that's the thing is because when people it's been like kicking into our society that like people like look down at responsibilities, right? But
Mhm.
responsibility, it's what like because like at our base humans are pretty fucking shitty, right? But responsibility and like something above your that's greater than yourself is something that keeps us like really able to work miracles really. And that's what even like mothers who like maybe were in poverty when they had their kids or whatever, like they rise to the occasion because of
Mhm.
their kid, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's a beautiful thing. Like your friend's mom, like she saw how that was affecting her kids, so that gave her that
Mhm.
change of heart to do something. Because
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean like because and that's something that people who don't have kids don't get, like because like me from myself, like I was always like had to help like raising my younger siblings. And then
Mhm.
like my older sister was a single parent, so then I would always take care of like her kid for her. And then even my other older sister, I'd help out with her kids. So I was always like raising kids like
Right.
even when I was growing up.
Mhm.
And yeah, like so when you have that responsibility, like you don't really mess up as much, because you know what I mean,
Oh, I know.
like for instance, when I had to like take care of my younger siblings and stuff, like even though like I was off like kind of like back and forth like with my mom or my sister doing my own thing, like because I had that in the back of my head, like it would always, like I would never like want to fuck up, you know what I mean? I would never
Mhm.
do anything wrong. Like I didn't end up
Yeah.
been doing any drugs
Oh,
until
it's
like
such a
way after I
responsibility
had like
thing.
left my family. And then once I was like away from family, and I was like just solo dolo, that's when I started making those mistakes, because I didn't have those same responsibilities, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, and part of me likes that freedom. That's part of why I don't have kids. But yeah, like I feel like if I did ever have a kid, I mean like then I gotta really get my shit together and make shit happen. You know what I mean? And I know I'm capable of it. I just don't feel like putting out the effort.
I mean, a lot of people don't, like it's like until then you have to, right? That
Yeah,
changes.
it does. But yeah, like I have Mother's Day every year as I did today. I always that she effort
Wait,
that
hold up.
she made helping
We're
raise me.
we're losing you a little bit.
Are you? You skipped a little bit on me a second too. Oh, we good?
Yeah, we good.
All right. Um. Yeah. No. I text her Happy Mother's Day every year. Make sure that she knows that I appreciate, what she's done for me. Yeah. Taking me in. helping me out when she could, and being there for me. So I show her appreciation. I tell her Happy Mother's Day, even though she's not my mom. I appreciate everything that she's done for me, and I text my stepmom too. I let her know, I appreciate everything that she's done for me. Even though neither one of them is my actual mother, I let them know, I appreciate what they've done for me. I always let them know, Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's because like even if it's not your mom, like just because like like I said, like
You
everything
put out that
stems from
motherly effort. You put out that motherly effort, and I appreciate
yeah.
it.
And what I mean, even literally, like sometimes, like or like places I've worked, what I mean, they'll just be like a mom figure at the job or something. What
Oh
I mean,
yeah. There's
like
always
constantly.
any good working environment has the motherly figure there.
So true. Yeah, thanks, wise
Somebody's
old
got
mama.
to.
Help me out all the time. Yo, you there?
Yeah. Did you move?
You good? Yeah,
Might have a little editing to do there. But
yeah.
how about you? How about a story from you?
Wait, hold up. Let me.
I can see you good right now. You're like stay right there.
Bro.
I'm not moving. You don't move. We stay right here.
Word.
Perfect
Yeah,
right here.
yeah. A couple. The lighting's hella weird right here. It looks like a.
You look like an angel.
Yeah, it's like it's got this weird glow. Um, um, yeah, I don't know. Like I've had just like mother figures like uh looking out for me wherever I go.
I know you've had a bunch of them, haven't you?
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. Bunch of mother
this
thanks
kid
cards.
wants to run the goddamn streets. Everybody mother his ass. Like,
Mom?
it's like they say, it takes a village, right?
I
Yeah.
hate that saying.
Well, sometimes it's true.
All right, let's hear your story.
Man, I've got so many, but some that I'm like hesitant to share just because they're so either intimate or horrific. you know. But one cool one though, I'd like there's this lady who she's kind of like a step, like she was the mom to some of my other brothers and sisters, because for the folks you don't know, like all my brothers and sisters are pretty much half. Yeah, I guess like all of them. So like I'm the one like middle one that kind of like but like so one of my uh brothers and sisters parents, they like they're the best. Her name was Joni, so I want to give her a shout out. Rest in peace. Because she was always amazing and like always like rooted for me, and you know and like no matter what us badass kids did, like she is always just like so supportive of me, and
Mm-hmm.
that was something like I desperately needed at that age. And yeah, so I just want to like send love to Joni, and like because like I was like at her bed, like when she passed away with cancer and everything, and like she
Mm-hmm.
she was always like that type of like like the village mom, like I mean, like she would, all the kids would like go to her house, like even though she didn't have that much, like she'd feed the whole neighborhood, and like what I mean, like she is that kind of like cool people's, but then like she is real too, because like it wasn't like fake nice, is like she helped everybody out, but like if your ass got out of line, she'd let you know too, like she like kind of good people. Like,
Mom should.
yeah,
As a mom should.
yeah. So that's one of mine that I wanted to share. I don't. let let the people know about your mom, Dukes?
Yeah, my mom, you know what? Like I said, she passed away when I was 12. She was 5'4", and I remember passing her up in height, and so that was. I got to do that before she passed away. My mom, remember, she had this look like she give you the stink eye like no other, and she scared the shit out of me with that look. She just like I knew I was gonna get it if I kept going when she gave me
Yeah.
that look. And my sister, I remember my sister, little sister, 2 years younger than me. She tried to replicate it, but every time she would do it, I'd call her out, and I'm like, "You don't scare me like mom does." But
Nice.
I know there's no consequences behind the look that you give me, but there's consequences behind the look that my mom gives me.
Right? Yeah. You know, that certain people hold more gravitas or gravitas or whatever. But yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with mom. She, like I said, she was 5'4", and I remember passing her up. She still scared the crap out of me. You know what? Another story about my mom. I was such a as a little kid, and I was terrified of roller coasters. I could do the wooden ones, I remember, but once I was old enough or big enough to ride the roller coasters that went upside down and stuff like that, I was scared. I was like, I don't think I could do it. And she she talked me into riding a roller coaster. What was it? It was at Great America here in California. Top Gun. It was Top Gun. Yeah, after the movie Top Gun with Tom Cruise.
Right.
And it was a pretty intense ride at the time, and she talked me into riding it with her, and I had a blast. And from then on, I was a huge roller coaster fan. Like I love doing that stuff, and I think she helped me realize that thrill seeker side of myself by doing that. So like since then I've ridden a bunch of roller coasters, obviously, but I've also done stuff like skydiving. I went bungee jumping one time at the fair, which is only like halfway bungee jumping, but I did it. And yeah, I think my mom helped bring that side of me out, and I really appreciate that from her. So
Yeah,
gotta
I
give
think
props to
there's
mom.
like, I think there's like a special kind of encouragement that mothers give, and that like we like seek from like mothers or mother figure. You know what I mean? Like, especially being guys, right? Like, there's just that certain weight it holds, which gives us that like extra encouragement. You know what I mean? Because like if a guy's like, oh, that's cool, then you're like, oh, okay, that's cool, but like, you don't really like care, like, but like if like like a mother thinks that's cool, you're like, I'm doing something right, like me, it's it reminds me of that idea line of coming from a queen's mouth talking all that cheap. It's that type of encouragement is really, really unique, and it's different for between man and woman in general, but yeah, especially from a mother or that
Oh,
figure.
for sure. You went dark on me, man.
I went dark.
I can't see you.
I turned out all the lights. Who hit you? Batman, motherfucker. Well, that's another one. I like for what I cuss like a sailor, and one of my older sisters who's always taking care of me, like she always tells me quit cussing,
Uh-huh.
but I can't
Well,
help
I
it.
know I
Just
cussed
how
a
I
lot growing
feel.
up too. Like I
How I
scared
feel.
I
I don't
scared
mean
other.
anything by it. I'm just expressing myself. You wouldn't want me to
Just
lie to you. If I didn't cuss, I wouldn't be speaking what I felt in my
yeah.
heart.
Yeah. And sometimes that requires curse words. That's fine. Sometimes that's the necessary word. Sometimes fuck is the necessary word. Sometimes shit's the necessary word for
Yeah,
that
for
for
yeah,
express what
it,
you're trying to say.
what
Um,
exactly, and like that's what and
I remember growing up,
I
and
don't know.
I'd have
Someone
kids
need,
that
so
they
someone
couldn't
may need to
handle
parent
that.
me on this because I look through the Bible and stuff, and it doesn't. It says like don't use obscene language, like in regards to like lascivious, like this and like lewd acts, that kind of thing. But like it nowhere does it, and it uses curse, like as in opposite of blessing. But nowhere in it did have I read that you shouldn't cuss. Like that wasn't even like a thing. And like, and plus they were saying shit in there like, all the children, mothers, kill all of them and leave none. You know what I mean? So I don't think anything I could say would be like more obscene than some of the things in there. I don't know. I may be being a little heretical here. I'm not trying to be, but I'm just saying, as far as my knowledge, I don't see why it's a bad thing, and I think people made that shit up. And plus,
Yeah.
all the most awesome people. I know. I may be a little bastard kid, but I was raised by some very classy ladies, and they don't cuss. So I
Yeah.
I just had to let that out because I had some fucking um what would you call it? Like self-righteous motherfuckers like oh that's a thing, and who are like I don't know. Right.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I do think by not cursing in certain
Like,
situations, like there's a
side
professional.
me. I'm like I'm sorry. Like there's some mothers out there who are gonna like want to clean my mouth out, but like see, this is why kids need fathers.
Father's Day is coming up. um,
I can't help myself sometimes.
yeah. No, and as far as language goes, I think there is a time and a place for cursing. Like when I'm in the presence of a higher up and wherever I work, I try to watch my language until I know that it's okay to curse around them. You
But
know
you
what I mean?
censor yourself. You censor yourself for money. You sold out, Steven. I can't believe you.
Capitalism got me.
By the
Um,
balls and a checkbook.
yeah, well, I don't want to be homeless, so I gotta pay bills, man.
you would
uh,
you would not cuss just for a house? You used to be more of a rebel than that, Steven.
no, I've gone soft.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Old
I
age.
do. Well, these people are giving my is my point. But once I realize that okay, cuss around them, then I'll start throwing in a couple here and there. And then when I realize that's okay, then I start more.
Well,
Right.
old age makes you soft. You'll because you don't want to hustle as much for your slice of bread.
I don't know.
So.
This last week has been one of the toughest work weeks of my life. So I'm 29 now. I wish I was 18 doing this because I was way more fit back then. But this is I'm sore right now. I am sore.
when when I was like 18, 19. Like I could work like 3 jobs, no problem, and still have plenty of energy left over to party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
If
tired
I
right
tried
now.
that shit today, I would fucking fall dead, dude. I mean, I still roll around like crazy, but I'm not near as like energy. You know, I was going like 3 hours sleep, like fucking busting it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I could do that for a couple days, not for
Yeah.
very long. But yeah, like to put in perspective, or to put a full day life to show what I'm doing. I'm riding about 7 to 8 miles a day on my bicycle to get to 2 different jobs, to and from 2 different jobs. I gotta go to a job, come home, change, take a shower, go to the next job, come home, and then I can relax, you know. And I'm doing that like 4 days a week. The other 3, I'm working one or the other. So like I'm busting my ass right now. I
Yeah.
could be working harder, but I've done a lot less and made more. So I mean,
See,
it's
and that's another thing that we gotta throw appreciation from others for, because like as hard as we work, like it's great because like as hard as I work too, I still won't work myself to the bone because like fuck that shit. And like because here's the thing, and like but single mothers don't have that choice. You know what I mean? Like they're
oh
like
man,
mom, my mom was like working like 2 jobs, sometimes 3, like like doing this, that,
yeah.
running all around, to
Hmm.
make shit happen. And like, what I mean? And like, you could lose things and all that. Like, it's crazy, because me and my buddy were talking about this before. Like, we were saying like, um, like for a single mother, uh, it's not even just twice as hard. It's at least 3 times as hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you got a little badass like me, it's fucking tenfold. You know,
And
so it's
that's
like,
something that's something that I also show appreciation to my friend's mom for, because she had twin sons exactly my age. Like we're 15 days apart. They were born 15 days after I was, and so like we're all the same age. So she basically had 3 sons that she had to put up with 24/7, and she handled it like a champ, and I appreciate that for it. I appreciate her for that, you know. Um, yeah, she went through a lot having to raise us. So yeah.
yeah, well,
But I also, you know what? I also sent my dad a Happy Mother's Day text today. I was
did
like,
you?
from yeah, I was like, for me from age 12 on, you were the mother and the father. So Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, you know what? You deserve some credit too. Yeah, he was going to like my sister's cheerleading camp meetings and stuff like that, and he was the only dad there, and it was all moms other than him. But, so like he was dealing with all that. He'd have to hear them talking about being a single mom and stuff like that. And he's like, "No, I'm a single dad. I'm doing the same shit you guys are." He was there for every single cheer thing that my sister did. There for a basketball game that I played. He was there for every event that we were part of. Like he made it happen. So I gave him credit for Mother's Day as well, because he played both roles. Back to Mother's though.
Yeah,
Like actual
and yeah,
film.
and they stay silent about it. It's like, because
Yeah,
like
he
you can't like hold it
because he
against
loved us.
them. That's just like that's your trials and tribulations. If you are a single parent, like it's backs against
Mm-hmm.
the rope. What you gonna do
Yeah,
about it?
he made it happen too.
Yeah,
He's a single father with 2 kids. He made it happen. So
word.
here I am for him. So yeah, special Mother's Day shout out to Dad.
Special Mother's Day shout out to all the dads. And Yeah, because really, it's about building the family back. It's getting lost. Everyone wants success, and that means, you know, it's like distance from
And
the
you know
family.
what? I see.
It's working hours upon hours so that you get that top paying job and you're someone in the world, whatever the fuck that means. But
Isn't that difficult? Like, I mean, just trying not to fall into that trap, but you see everybody doing it. It's like I got to make something of myself. It's like, no, just do what makes you happy, or try to do as much of what makes you happy as possible while still handling your responsibilities. That's what we're doing right. You know, this is for fun for us, but I mean, we want it to be successful at the same time. But at the end of the day, if only 20 people hear what we have to say, as long as a few of them actually like what we're saying and continue to listen to it, I'm happy. I don't need a million followers as long as the ones that I have, the followers that I have, appreciate what I have to say. You know what I mean?
I know
So,
exactly what you mean. There actually, it was just a couple months back. I actually, like, ended up talking about that in a freestyle. I, um, where I was saying, I was like, look, I don't want no fame. Or like, I was like, all I want to do is maybe connect with a few people, and you know, basically share my spark before my heart goes dark. Like, what I mean, trying to ignite that light of the world, and
yeah,
like, because it don't matter if I could touch one heart, it doesn't matter. 1,000,000, 50 people, it don't matter. But if I could just touch that one, that's gonna ignite that many more. Then really I've done my part. So it don't matter if I only touch one person or if I touch 5,000 people. It don't 1 or 1,000,000. It's all the same. It's about where that spark lights to, you know.
right.
So I'm not really interested in the success. I'm interested in whatever seeds I could sow in them and then
Yeah,
bearing good.
and you can relate that back to parenting, back to motherhood, too, because she's trying.
Hey, yeah, well, you're breaking up. I I didn't catch what you were saying.
Okay, can you hear me now? If I
Yeah, you're frozen. Oh, there you go.
right here, just move around. Um,
You gotta find that special spot.
just walking around from one corner to the other of the garage. um,
it's it's like I like it because it's like ominous and charming at the same time. You,
hello.
wait, you just did a
I
time
lost
leap.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. Now you're good.
All right.
Stay right where
Cool.
you are.
But yeah, I was saying, like for a mother, if she can touch her kids in that way, to where she's had a positive impact on their lives, that's the same thing as like me saying I want to just go and touch one other person's life and have a positive effect on them. That's the mother's goal as a mother to her kids, right? To try to have a positive impact and point them in the right direction. If she can touch her kids, then she's done her job in life. Is the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and in regards to some of the skips in this episode, I say we're gonna keep some of them in just to show like the labors of how hard it is. Like, because we could edit out some of the skips, but like I think keeping them in, it shows that rawness of like that
Yeah.
just like that miracle that parents go through.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So where were we?
I have no clue. So many distractions.
We were talking about like how a mom's job is like to try to touch her kids just the same as like if I can have that same positive effect on one other person, I've done my job as a human being. That's kind of a mom's job, is to touch your kids in a positive way to make sure that they go out and do something awesome. So let's see if I can think of another story. Trying to think of one about my stepmom. She's kind of standoffish with us, just because I mean, my sister was kind of a pain in the ass growing up to everybody, especially especially like she was a big stuff. But you know, she put up with that and she stuck around, and I believe that she really cared and she wanted the best, so I appreciate that. But she had her own issues with kids, doing her best to be a mom to them too. So like and her kids had way bigger issues than we did. So that couldn't have been easy. You know, you got two of your own kids, two step kids that you got to put up with too. So credits to stepmoms.
Since we're having some parental technical issues on our hardware sides here, is there any closing thoughts you want to add on this one, and you know, we'll fix things up to get things back together for the next episode.
All right. Moms wise, I mean, shit, credit to anybody who's willing to take on that task. That's not easy. That's a life changing event when you become a parent. I mean, that doesn't go away. Even when your kid's an adult, you're still on that job and actually, you know, puts out the effort to be a good parent instead of, you know, being a shitty one, I guess. It's not easy, so I recognize that. But as far as any other things I want to put out there, charity miles. I did 48 miles so far this week. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? Like, granted, I ride my bike to work instead of driving because my car is broken down right now and I can't afford to fix it. So I'm getting a lot of points for that. But I'm putting out the effort. I'm making money. Yeah. So anybody willing to, or anybody looking for an extra excuse to you know, maybe burn off some pounds or something like that, you need the extra motivation. Hit up Charity Miles. It's an easy app to set up. You just pick which charity you want to make money for, and you can get a workout in and earn money for your favorite charity. You know, so check that out. And thank you for telling me about Charity Miles of Five. That was pretty awesome. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm putting in my miles.
I'm getting in miles too. I'd have to check mine to see how many I have for this week. But you'll definitely have more because you're biking. I just do my runs. But I mean, I've been. Oh well, I guess it's a new week now, like technically. But you know, I got like 3 here one day, 7 here another day.
Nice.
Am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think we missed anything.
Yeah. So yeah, keep up with that. And if you guys would want to, like, yeah, Steven's at 48. I'll get back to you on mine next episode. And like, see if you guys could beat us each week. Have a little challenge. Let's see who could you know run the most miles for charity each week. Like, let's go, guys.
Yeah.
But
get the miles in.
Yeah, and either on. But see, now I like don't want to end the episode because like it seems like it's working so smooth now. when it was like hiccups, it was like weird.
Right.
But
playing fine.
But I will say, yeah, man, love to my mama because she's awesome, and love to all mothers and parents, and do your thing, bring the family back. America needs strong families, and yeah, don't let false success take you away from family. Not saying it's like false success, but like if it's success at the loss of family, then it's not the kind of success that you don't want to be a millionaire in an empty house.
Right.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, so yeah, definitely a shout out to Dora, my friend's mom.
Laura,
She's been an awesome mother figure for me since I was 4 years old. Shout out to Mary, my stepmom. You've been there since I was 13. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's it for me.
shout outs to my mama. Shout outs to my big sis Miranda, my big sis Raquel, my nana. All y'all beautiful, excellent women, just boss females winning, doing the damn thing. What?
Couldn't have done it without you.
Totally. And yeah.
Uh,
All right then, folks. I guess we'll call it an episode. Till next time. Uh, oh, throw us some questions, topics that you guys would like to see us discuss. Let us know what you want us to talk about next time. Any current event stuff, any social issues. We just put our own little dark humor tint on it, and like just roll with it, rock with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, throw us what you guys want to hear us talk about next, and yeah. And I hope you guys, honor thy mother and father and fucking love your life.